think I have a fear of success. I really want to be successful.
Oh, that's actually a really good question. Fear of success. Yes, I would even say yes, openly, honestly, yes. And I think that comes from, negativity, death, destruction, dark world that is going to be on my now that there'll be even more people that will be coming our way. I know what's coming. I'm happy for what's coming. It's just choosing that responsibility. So it's like not a fear, just God, that's a lot of weight. But like most of my year crying that I will cry over for what's coming after, just the unbelievable amount of good that, because hundreds of emails from people whose lives are being changed because of this. And that alone is like such a burden of joy. A lot of crying over the joy and the positivity coming. So yeah, I guess fear, I'd switch that out for responsible for the burden. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very specific. My fear is more a fear of obsession. So things that I become passionate about, which tend to actually become successful, tend to also be a relentless pursuit. And I get concerned for my mental health in those states, in the sense of with the obsession, I lose sight of what's important to me.
Interesting question. This is also something I was pondering yesterday. I think I have a fear of like being too happy, which I think parallels like having a fear of being too successful. I feel like I strive for like moderate success, but I don't need to be like number one, the best. Cause I feel like once you go so far, like there's nowhere else to go that's up. So if you're like achieve too much success or you're like too happy, you're eventually gonna like reach your median status again. So it doesn't feel like I'm afraid of being like super, super happy because I know it's gonna go away. So I think the same would be true for being afraid of being too successful, because being the best, being number one, being super successful isn't necessarily sustainable forever. Does that make sense?
No, I don't have a fear of success because I have an idea of what I would do with that success, because I have sort of vague goals for what I want to achieve in the future, and once I achieve those goals and be successful, I've sort of planned for what I can do with those goals and how I can actually make the world a better place. Not just it doesn't just stop with my end goal of being successful in this set of area, because those goals are for a reason, and I can use leverage them to help people and help myself, and make the world just a bit more positive, I suppose, if that makes sense.
I don't think I have a fear of success. I do have a little bit of a fear of kind of accumulating too much responsibility. That's a little bit scary, and sometimes when you're really successful, you start being handed more and more things. But in general, I wouldn't really say I'm afraid of success.
Yes, I have a fear of failure. I don't like failing at anything. I like to be the best at everything I do.
I would say I don't. And I guess I used to. I've started to see failure as a positive thing. Like, oh, good, I'm glad I failed, because that just showed me how bad my systems were, or how weak I am in that area. So I don't fear it because it's never an end. I guess that's what's changed. But yeah, I used to have an extreme fixed mindset on many, many things, but I would say not anymore. When you get a negative from either yourself or the universe, it's just, I can, I will, I must, I'm going to take this and use it for good. That's all.
I think we all do. It's just how people interpret what failure means. So I'm going to say yes.
Yes, but I feel like I have enough, like, not just self-esteem, but like self-efficacy. Like, I feel like I'm capable of doing things. So even if I were to fail, I think I would be able to move on and figure it out,
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, I would say definitely. I suppose that's one of my biggest fears, thinking about it.
I do have a fear of failure, but it's more so like, if I'm only counting on myself, it's not so scary, but if other people are counting on me, it's very scary.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. We hope that you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave a comment below if you have any questions for us or any thoughts or insights into future content that we could be releasing on this channel. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And we look forward to seeing you on the next video. All right, take care.